Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. In the National League Central, the Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the Brewers at home 2-0. The Reds sank the visiting Buccos 4-1. The Toronto Blue Jays stole 5 bases in total as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-5. The New York Mets took down the Fish in Miami 5-4. The Braves took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers took down the visiting Diamondbacks 4-3. The Padres combined for 4 total home runs as they bested the visiting Rockies 10-5. The Giants went deep 4 times as they pummeled the Yankees 11-2. The Detroit Tigers totaled 11 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-1. Adam Frazier launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total as the Orioles took down the Red Sox 10-5. Royce Lewis had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3, leading Minnesota past the Royals 6-2. The White Sox held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-1. The Oakland Athletics defeated the visiting Angels 2-0. The Seattle Mariners picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the visiting Guardians 3-2. Aaron Nola got the win in the game and pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, helping lead Philadelphia past Texas 3-0. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. All right, just about set to go. Getting the nod in this one, Kyle Hendricks.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Bryce Terang stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground to third. Wisdom on to first. One up, one down.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Sal.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's going to be Sal Frelick. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Singy, this guy's put together a pretty amazing career. 8th round pick by the Rangers in 2011. Traded to the Cubs for Ryan Dempster a year later. I don't think they thought they were getting a guy who would lead the league in ERA as he did in 2016. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think when they traded for him that he would end up becoming starter with the most postseason starts in Cubs franchise history. So, a guy that's very cerebral, understands what he's doing out there on the mound, and sometimes those guys can be tougher than the high velo guys.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich. In there for strike one. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and starting in this one, Freddie Peralta.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Righty delivers. Got him swinging.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Fouled off. He was late. In 2019, Cody Bellinger became the first Dodger player ever to collect the MVP, the Gold Glove, and the Silver Slugger in the same season. 0-2 now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that'll do it. Cubs are down quietly. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back. And now here is Josh Donaldson. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. First pitch swinging. Check swing. Went around. And it's 0-2. And the pitch. That's off the mark. And it's 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
That one off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Left field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts the squeeze on it. 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Vic Caratini at the plate. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And there's a strike. Hendricks, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. That one's in there, 0-1.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
0-2. Swings and misses, and that is that. Nobody left for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Christopher Morel. Swing and a miss. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Pete Crow Armstrong with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Dansby Swanson stands in. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Into center. Mitchell going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
2 on, 1 out. Next is switch hitting first baseman Jeimer Candelario. And that one wrapped foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Foul ball. Morel over at second. Crow Armstrong over at first with 1 away. On the ground right side. And it goes just foul.
So he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
Got him. That's the second out. Now it's Yan Gomes. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
This one high in the air to left center. Yelich makes the catch, and that'll do it. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Here at Wrigley Field, now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Here comes a pitch. 0-1. Taylor goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2012. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Willie Adames stands in. Hit on the ground to Candelario. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get Adames for the out. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. That's in there. That's strike one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Top of the third, no score. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
And another ball.
2-2.
Hard hit left side. Swanson fires over to first. That's out number 3. Brewers go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the friendly confines, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Patrick Wisdom. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Chris, dig this. Patrick Ian Cashel Wisdom. His middle name is Ian Cashel. Ian, Gaelic/Scottish for John, named after his grandfather John at his dad's side. And then Cashel is a little village in Ireland where his mom's family is from. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. Here's Nico Horner.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Soft contact in the air. Hauls it in for the out. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Out towards right center field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. One left for the Cubs. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Bryce Terang. In the air, left field. Crow Armstrong puts it away for the out. One down. Sal Frelick Up now for the Brewers. Towards first, Candelario. He steps on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The left fielder, number 22.
Here's Yelich at the dish. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 outs. And there's a hit. So Josh Donaldson now gets a chance with 2 gone.
All over that one right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
The 0-1. Little chopper rolls foul. The pitch. And that one is inside.
It's a good take.
Yelich off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is downstairs. Yelich goes. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Good steal of second right there, and now the table is set for the middle of this order to drive in the first run of this ball game. I like that they're trying to manufacture some offense early on.
And the righty deals. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet. I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. Kicks and deals. There's the strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And there's a ball. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Fought off foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Back up the... Oh, that got him. Out number 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Christopher Morel now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Strike.
Rolled to Rowdy, and he handles it himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 52.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Popped up. Terang gets under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Out to short. To first. And Swanson is set down. And that is the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. And it remains 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, ready now for the 5th inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Tyrone Taylor. Hendricks back to work. There's a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
And here it comes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Next for the Brewers, Willie Adames. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. That one's in there. That's strike one. And a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Zips it across, and they get Adames for the out.
The center fielder, number 5.
So 2 down now, and here is Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Foul ball there. 0-2 now. And down on strikes. Third out.
I think the key is arm action on the change.
And welcome back. Now batting Jamer Candelario.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Yelich makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Here's Yan Gomes. Flied out his first time. Strike one.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Yan Gomes waits. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Line drive. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ground ball could be 2. To Adames, that's 1. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Horner, a guy who grew up in the Bay Area, was a huge fan of those late 80s, early 90s Oakland. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, top 6. This is Bryce Terang. Hendricks back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt Frustration mounting and very high right now.
And the batter now, Sal Frelick. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got it by him for the K. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
That one lifted to left. Touches down, that's a hit. Yelich flies around third. Safe. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker, and man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's a big power threat. Josh Donaldson. And a foul ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Next pitch is outside.
1-2.
Two down, nobody on. And it's even up.
Oh, that missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
On the ground, Horner sends it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That one the other way. Terang over to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki, 1 for 2. Lifted in the air, right center field, and it drops in. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wastes no time there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Bellinger swings through it for strike 1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Suzuki leads off first with 1 away. Next one misses, and the count 1-2.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Next one off the plate inside. And it's 2-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Cubs leave one. They trail it. Back here at the friendly confines. And here's the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. And a pitch. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safely into third with a leadoff triple.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now Tyrone Taylor. Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball one.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Goes down looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Next for Milwaukee, Willie Adames. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Tommy Kahnle. He's making his second appearance of the season. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering way off the plate. Runner on at third, one gone. Got him. Now two away.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Mitchell in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike two.
They can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Brewers strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Wrigley Field, now the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, caught. And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. Liner, base hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Swanson leads off first with one away. That one is absolutely belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. And he's out. But a run does score, and they cut the deficit to 1.
Man, that's a play we may look back on when this one's over and wonder what if they would have held him. Can't blame him for trying to tie it up late in this ball game, but when you lose a huge run like that that's only 90 feet away, man, it's a tough one to swallow if they don't pull out the W.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the Trevor McGill into the game.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next to hit, Yan Gomes. That one pushed foul. Kicks and fires. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Next pitch misses inside. And the count 1-2.
Boom, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And he hits a ground ball right side down the line, and it's foul. In the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And the right-hander back to work. Just missed.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Steps on first for the out. So now the DH spot, Sal Frelick. First offering misses the mark. And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees. That's in there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the 8th, and now Patrick Wisdom. And he deals. In the air, out towards right center. Squeezes it, and there's one away. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams appears to be getting loose. That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the air to left center. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 down. Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, Joel Payamps. This is his first appearance of the season. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger hammers one deep to right. Taylor ranging back, hauls it in on the warning track. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. Through 8 full, it's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs 1. Back here at the ballpark, here's Josh Donaldson.
The third baseman, number 3.
The right-hander back to work. Canely, in his 8th season, he features a changeup, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Victor Caratini up now for the Brewers. Out there to center. Bellinger coming on. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Rowdy Tellez. 1 for 3. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 0-1.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. And that is that. Nobody left for Milwaukee as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. New arm out of the bullpen, Devin Williams. A chance at his first save of the year. Well, 1-run game. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Christopher Morel. The pitch. There's a strike.
0-1.
Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Crow Armstrong swings through it for strike 1. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one. On the ground at first. Tellez takes it to the bag, and they're down to their last out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. And that one fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Fly ball down the line. Taylor moving under it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers collect their first win of the season.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
For the Cubs, 1 run.